Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God, and I love theology. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, they sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. No one is. But if you're going to come to God, try to be better. You might have things that you deal with and struggle with for the rest of your life. But if you're going to deal with it with God. He'll help you get through it. He will. Just try to be better though, Love yourself. If you love yourself and nobody else loves you, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. If you lost everything, you have yourself, you can always rebuild, Never give up on yourself. For those of you just tuning in, I focus out of 3 major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and a Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering. It's an introductory Buddhist text. It deals with the Pentecost rising. Without no this, there's no that, and everything that we say and do and experience has an effect on our senses. Okay, just look it up. Let's just give you a summary, an idea. I try to rotate each of these texts twice a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. But I'm back on the rotation of the Bible. We're in Matthew. We're still moving along. Also, let me mention something else for those of you just tuning in. I'm reading these books from cover to cover. I started after the first of the year on its new schedule. And I'm reading the text from cover to cover. I just started from the Old Testament when I came back after my first channel break. So we're in Matthew. We're moving along. We're in chapter 26. And Matthew chapter 26 is very long, so I'll just read until I stop, and then I'll pick it up at the next rotation, okay, until we get through it. I'm not going to rush through my meditations. These is something I do for myself, so... And Matthew's been triggering me, so we'll see how far I get. Anyways, Matthew 26, starting with verse 1. And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished all these things, he said unto his disciples, "You know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders of the people unto the palace of the high priest, who was called," forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, Caiaphas. See, he was talking about people crucifying him before they was talking about him. Jesus. And consulted that they might take Jesus by subtlety. Let me say that again. And consulted that they might take Jesus by subtlety. Yeah, it is subtly. Subtly, and kill him. Excuse me if I'm not saying things right. And they said, let me read that over. And consulted that they might take Jesus by subtlety and kill him. And they said, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people. Sneaky. See? Just sneaky. Now when Jesus was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, and he sat at me. Excuse me. There came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as he sat at me. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste?" Nobody couldn't do nothing nice for Christ. That's his disciples talking. That's the people talking. They're so used to him doing without. He can't have a little something. For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. Jesus couldn't have anything. They wouldn't have anything. Not even the ones closest to him. They forgot. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wherever soever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for a memorial of her. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests, and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. Oh, backstabber. Got jealous. You gonna get jealous because some woman put some oil on you? On somebody? You got jealous because a woman put some oil on you? He wanted him dead because this is the Bible. And they I have to look at these words. And they covenanted with him for 3 pieces of silver. 3 pieces of silver for getting oil put on you. And from that time, he sought opportunity to betray him. So he kept betraying him every time, time after time after time after time after time after that. He already was going to have him killed, and he just kept on doing him. Betraying him. Let me stop right there, because this is getting me mad. I stopped at 16. That's how people are, too. They are right up in your face, cheese and tea, jealous and crap. Then as soon as they get a chance to do you in because they jealous, that's what they do.